Our project task required to do PCI analysis for particular route.
Choose road via Google Map and take 1 kilometer length of Road Jalan Haji Abdul Manan in Kelang Selangor, which is the most suitable place for our study area.
A section of pavement from Jalan Haji Abdul Manan, Kelang in Selangor was divided into 5 sample units to determine the road distress.
From sample unit 1, 0 meter to 200 meter, the distress on the road are as on the figure.
Based on code of type distress, Figure 1 have 2 distresses, which are high level of depression and low level of patching and utility cut patching. From Figure 2 have 2 distress, which is high level of longitudinal and transverse cracking and medium level of patching and utility cut patching. Next, for Figure 3, there are also 2 distress, which are medium level of alligator cracking and low level of patching and utility cut patching. Lastly, Figure 4 have 2 distresses, which are high level of longitudinal and transverse cracking and high level of alligator cracking. To determine pavement condition index of Unit 1, distress density and deduct value are calculated. Then, calculate the maximum allowable numbers of deducts. By using formula, maximum allowable number of deducts get 5.41. After that, maximum corrected deduct value CDV is calculated and the value obtained is 66. Lastly, by using formula determine the pavement condition index. For Unit 1, pavement condition index obtained 34. Therefore, pavement is in very poor condition.
For sample unit 2, from 201 meter until 400 meter, the pavement distress are in the Figure 1, Figure 2, Figure 3 and Figure 4.
Based on code of type of distress, Figure 1 have 3 distresses, which is medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, medium level of patching and utility cut patching, and high level of pothos. From Figure 2, there are 2 types of distresses, which is medium level of patching and utility cut patching, and medium level of weathering or leveling. Next, Figure 3 have 2 distresses, which is medium level of alligator cracking and high level of patching and utility cut patching. Finally, for Figure 4, there are 4 distresses, which is medium level of edge cracking, medium level of alligator cracking, medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and high level of patching and utility cut patching. To determine PCI of Unit 2, distress density and deduct value are calculated. Then, calculate the maximum allowable number of deducts M. By using formula, maximum allowable number of deducts gets 6.78. After that, the maximum corrected deduct value CDV is calculated and the value obtained is 64. Lastly, by using formula to determine the PCI, for Unit 2, the PCI obtained is 36. Therefore, the pavement is in very poor condition.
For sample unit 3, 401 meter to 600 meter, the pavement distress on the road are as shown as in the figure. Based on code of type distress, from figure 2, they have 3 distress, which is low level of alligator cracking, medium level of block cracking, and low level of depression. Next, for figure 3, there are 2 distress, which is medium level of alligator cracking and low level of block cracking. Lastly, figure 4 have 3 distress, which is low level of patching and utility cut patching, medium level of weathering, raveling, and high level of depression. To determine pavement condition index of sample unit 5, distress density and deduct value are calculated. Then, calculate the maximum allowable number of deduct. By using formula, maximum allowable number of deduct we get is 7.61. After that, maximum corrected deduct value CDV is calculated and the value obtained is 46. Lastly, by using the formula determine the pavement condition index. For sample unit 5, pavement condition index obtained is 51. Therefore, the pavement is in poor condition.
For sample unit 4, 601 meter to 800 meter, pavement distress on the road are as on the figure. Based on code of type distress. Figure 1 have 3 distress, which is medium level of patching and utility cut patching, low level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and high level of longitudinal and transverse cracking. From figure 2 have 4 distress, which is medium level of alligator cracking, low level of block cracking, medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and medium level of pothole. Next, for figure 3, there are 3 root distress, which are low level of edge cracking, medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and medium level of block cracking. To determine pavement condition index of unit 4, distress density and deduct value are calculated. Then calculate the maximum allowable number of deducts. By using the formula, the maximum allowable number of deducts obtained is 8.16. After that, maximum corrected deduct value CDV is calculated and the value obtained is 44. Lastly, by using formula, determine the pavement condition index. For unit 4, pavement condition index obtained is 56. Based on the rating for PCI value of 56, this section of pavement is in fair condition.
From sample unit 5, 801 meter to 1000 meter, the distress pavement on the road as on figure.
Based on code of type distress, figure 1 have 4 distresses, which is medium level of patching and utility cut patching, low level of weathering, medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and medium level of block cracking. From figure 2 have 2 distresses, which is medium level of weathering and medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking. Next, for figure 3, there are only one distress, which is medium level of alligator cracking. Lastly, figure 4 have 3 distresses, which is medium level of alligator cracking, medium level of longitudinal and transverse cracking, and high level of potholes. To determine pavement condition index of Unit 5, distress density and deduct value are calculated. Then, calculate the maximum allowable number of deducts. By using formula, maximum allowable number of deducts get 7.52. After that, maximum corrected deduct value CDV is calculated and the value obtained is 53. Lastly, by using formula, determine the pavement condition index. For Unit 5, pavement condition index, pavement is in poor condition.
Asphalt Condition Index (PCI) is a numerical standard using an incentive from 0 most at CDV of 200 bars to demonstrate the state of asphalts.
We saw that there are 2 example units are in very poor condition with the PCI estimation sample unit 01 and 36 sample unit 02.
In this way, measure of rehabilitation is required so as to restore the asphalt condition to worthy level of service (LOS). Next, Awanis will explain more about our results.
Thank you, Yohanis.
For test Unit 3 and 5 are in poor condition with PCI estimation of 51 and 47 individually.
So, the proposal for suggestion would be significant recovery required, and they are in the classification of level of service E.
For test Unit 4, the asphalt condition is recorded as fair condition with the PCI value of 56. As indicated by figure 5.29, the recommendation for suggested is normal and preventive upkeep required, full-face white line and minor deformities and satisfactory state of being.
Therefore, it falls into the class of level of service C.
Overall, the condition of the road, the Jalan Haji Abdul Manan Klan Selangor is considered as poor condition. Hence, for the indication by the PCI method, the road is proposed for major rehabilitation and also minor rehabilitation. So, next, Mimi will explain more about the discussion on rehabilitation.
Thank you, Peter. Next, I will explain a couple of ways for rehabilitation. The suitable rehabilitation for the road that we choose is by using straight overlay technique. Why we are using this technique? The major reason that we use this technique is because it is the best technique for the asphalt as the PCI inside is fair considered. Next is asphalt reusing and recovering method. Reviving the current surface before putting an overlay improve the bones and debilitate reflection breaking. How does it work? The procedures include warming the surface to the ideal profundity with moderate moving, high power radiators, conceivably blending and restoring specialists.
In order to improve the pavement condition index of the road, the maintenance and the rehabilitation methods shall be needed as to improve the quality of the road. The PCI study in this project is a numerical index which is used in indicate the condition of a pavement section, as it is wisely used in transportation civil engineering such as highway engineering in order to measure the performance of the road infrastructure in the highway system.